different is the atmosphere at Golden Boy Promotions now that obviously Richard Schaefer is no longer there?
It's good, man. Everything's good. Everything's good, and we're moving forward. Everything's good.
How much has had to change? Because only because I know Richard used to be the one primarily working with Al Heyman, but now it seems like you've taken more of a front and center role as far as things are concerned. Has that been a difficult process?
Nothing's changed. I've always had a relationship with Al. Whenever it came down to making the fights, I would always talk to Al. We went over opponents. We went over fights. So everything's the same in that aspect.
I know that Oscar is very big on ending, you know, what's called the Cold War and wanting to co-promote with other promoters and stuff like that. Obviously, you guys have a big fight coming up in November, Bernard Hopkins, Sergey Kovalev, that's going to be back on HBO. Is that kind of refreshing to know that, look, you know, we are making an effort to, you know, kind of, I don't want to say unify boxing, but basically, basically trying to tear down those walls and
we want to make the best fights. We want to make the best fights. You know, that's our message. We want to make the best fights. I want to make the best fights, personally. So sometimes when they don't get made, there's a lot of other things that come into play, a lot of politics. I want to continue to work. Oscar, that's his vision, that's his message. He wants to make the best fights. When you have any other sport, baseball, basketball, football, it's not like if you're with the Cincinnati Bengals and they say, well, we only want to fight these teams, we want to play against these teams. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
And boxing shouldn't work that way either. So we're going to continue to build relationships with other promoters and make the best fights, the fights that the fans want to see. That's what we want to do.
Well, Eric, I know you got to get out of here to catch a flight. I do appreciate the time. Is there anything else you want to let the fans know about any of your fights coming up? Obviously, the big one in September.
No, look, the Golden Boy Promotions continue to bring you the best fights. We're going to do our part to bring you the best fights, to work on the best fights. Sometimes they're going to get made, sometimes they're not going to get made. But we're going to continue to do that. That's our message, that's our goal. We're going to continue to do that.